Good morning, my dear students. I hope you all are fit and healthy. So, dear students, in this video, we will continue the topic that is natural method of vegetative propagation through subaerial stem. Such stems are found in many herbaceous plants. These plants bear adventitious roots and aerial branches at nodes. In such plants, a part of the stem lives underground, whereas remaining part of the stem is aerial. Runner and stolon are types of subaerial modified stems. So, as the term indicates runner, this means that this stem runs horizontally on the surface of the soil. Subaerial stem also has node and internode, which is a characteristic feature of all the stems. Adventitious roots develop at the nodes. The aerial branches also develop from the axil of the scaly leaves which are present at the nodes. Runners grow in all directions from mother plant, and thus a single plant soon covers a large area such as grass, which is an example of runner. One is also a modification of subaerial stem. Here the stem it develops underground and then it grows horizontally outwards for some distance and bears nodes and internodes. Another natural method of vegetative propagation is by adventitious buds such as Bryophyllum. This plant also bears adventitious buds along the margin. When such a leaf falls on the soil, then each bud will finally grow into an independent plant. Now let us learn the artificial methods of vegetative propagation, that is cutting, layering and grafting. In cutting, a plant part is incised and then finally it is put into the soil. Then it will ultimately grow into an independent plant. Specifically, a stem or a leaf is cut and then it is planted in the soil. These cuttings, they are treated with hormones to induce root development. The development of the plant, that is rose, is through stem cutting. Now let us learn about layering. Layering is also a type of vegetative propagation which is carried out by humans on the fields and in labs. In layering, the stem of the plant is bent to the ground and then it is covered with soil. The adventitious roots will emerge from the plant parts which are covered with soil. The attached stem with developing roots is known as layer, which is finally incised off from the parent plant. Then it will grow into an independent plant. Another artificial method of vegetative propagation is known as grafting. In grafting, the stem which is incised from two different plants is attached to grow as a single plant. Now in this picture, you are observing the two plants. In plant first, there are large flowers, which is a desirable trait. Trait here means character. But this plant has small root system, which is an undesirable trait. Now let us observe the second plant, which is having a large root system, which is a desirable character, but it is having small flowers, which is undesirable trait. So we want that the two desirable characters, that is large flower and large root system, should come in one single plant. So for that purpose, there is a grafting process. The plant that is selected for its roots is known as stalk, which is the second plant in this picture. And the first plant which is selected for its flowers, that is desirable trait with large flowers, is known as scion. Now the scion is grafted on the second plant which has large root system, which is the desirable trait. In this way, the new plant that will develop will have both the desirable traits. So my dear students, as we have studied both the natural and artificial method of vegetative propagation, let us know the significance of vegetative propagation as well. Number one is rapid multiplication. This means that the plants which are developed through this method, they are developed rapidly. The second advantage of vegetative propagation is that the new plants that are developed, they are genetically identical offsprings of the parent plant. Second major advantage is that the plants can be grown very easily and they do not need special attention in early stages. Then the another advantage is that the plants which do not produce viable seeds such as banana can be grown vegetatively. So my dear students, we have studied the various modes of reproduction in plants. In the previous video, we have studied the asexual means by which the plants may develop, and that includes fission, budding, fragmentation and spore formation. And in this video, we have studied the vegetative propagation by artificial method and by natural method. The natural method of vegetative propagation is possible by roots, by stem and by adventitious buds, and artificial method by which the plants may develop vegetatively is possible by stem cutting, by layering process, by grafting and by tissue culture. So students, this is all for today. Take care everyone.